Here with Jinro, Liquid Jinro, former StarCraft player. Now you're doing things in life that is not StarCraft. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Just been on like a vacation for pretty much 2.5, 3 weeks in Sweden, Denmark, and now Vegas. So I'm doing okay, actually. I'm a lot happier than when I wrote the big like, oh, I'm quitting post. So I'm doing better.
And what have you been doing on this vacation for fun?
I've been spending money on clothes and being worried that I can't actually fit it in my bag. So I haven't done anything really like super special. This I bought in Hong Kong. It was way more expensive than I thought it was. But
how much was it?
It was like $200 almost.
$200, jeez.
Maybe 150. I don't remember. But I looked at the price tag and I saw it. I've read like only the last 3 letters. I'm like, oh, not that bad. Not that bad at all. And then once I like committed to buying it, I'm like, oh shit, there's an extra zero. Oh, whoops. So
you thought it was $20?
No, it was. Hong Kong dollars are like the same as Swedish currency, so it was like 1,500, I think. But I only sold it for like 579, like the last 3 letters.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. So a little bit more expensive than I intended, but if I commit to like an expensive item, I have this huge weakness for actually always going through and buying it because I feel foolish otherwise.
Okay. All right.
I'm really vain.
Okay. All right. I saw you at DreamHack. You still keep up with the StarCraft 2 scene?
I keep up with it as much as when I was playing, which is no. I mean, I never watched like games except when someone else in the house is watching, and it's the same now. I mean, obviously, if I wanted to learn something, I would watch like specific games, but I think the last time I like watched purely for enjoyment was 2006, 5, I don't know. I used to watch every single game back then, but I haven't been doing it since then. I don't know. I don't like watching any sport that much. I like doing way more.
You don't watch any sport? What about football?
I don't watch either of the footballs, especially not soccer, because that's boring as hell.
Wow. You're just offended like 90% of the world.
I'm fine with that. 90% of the world is pretty stupid.
Do you watch MMA?
I do, but once again, it's like one of those things I used to watch every fight. I remember I was sick for a month and I downloaded 200 gigabytes of MMA fights. Didn't watch all of them.
Okay. What have you been doing other than vacationing around, playing some poker, right?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of poker. I played like 350, 360,000
What kind of poker?
hands. Omaha, only Omaha.
Do you tilt?
Actually, I'm way better at not tilting. Like if you have to ask like Hero or Chris for like confirmation, but there's been like days where I've like lost 1.5k or something, and they haven't even noticed that I was doing badly. I tilt differently in poker though. I don't have like anyone who's lived in people know that if I tilt in StarCraft, it's like a headset will be thrown away, it will be thrown to pieces. I'll slam my keyboard, stuff like that. You see me lose in a tournament, you might see me like headbutt a desk or something. Yeah, I headbutted a desk. That was smart. In poker though, I take it much more inwardly, and I've been actually reading, there's a book called Mental Game of Poker that was recommended to me by Liquid Rossi, who's like a really good poker player. And it's like such good reading. I recognize so much of myself in so many of the examples, so it's helped me.
You got Zen. It's a meditation going on.
I would never describe myself as Zen. That's like, I will never be Zen, but maybe I'll be less tilty than I used to be.
Okay. You watched any movies recently?
Yeah, that question. I feel like the most recent movie I watched was Resident Evil.
Describe it to us.
I mean,
which iteration of Resident Evil is it? Because I know there's been more than one.
I mean, whichever the latest one is. I'm gonna offend like Resident Evil fans. I have no idea.
6?
Isn't it? It's 5 or 6, right? It's
and give us the setting.
Well,
tell us about the movie.
It's the one right after a fucking boat, right? The last one ended on a boat. It was a horrible, horrible, horrible movie. This one was actually enjoyable. It even had Nazi zombies. It was fine. But
wow, they've already been there. They've gone there.
Yeah, but they were like, they sold, what's it called, Dead Snow, and we're like, yeah, we got to do that. But it was actually good. Like I'm not saying it was like.
Describe the plot.
But
no one cares about the spoilers. Resident Evil. Just tell us what happened.
Sure. But I'm trying.
So there's Mila Jovovich, right?
As always, and there's
Yeah. So what does she do in the movie? Your terrible
Killing
movie
things?
synopsis.
She's killing things. How do you like synopsis a movie that's 90% about cutting up zombies?
So like, what is the world like in this?
Well, they decided it was a bad idea that the entire human race was dead, which they decided was a
them
good
back.
idea for movies back ago. Yeah, so they're back, kind of. There's actually people, and they decided that they wanted to. You know the scene in Tokyo in one of the movies where there's a girl in the rain, she starts biting people, like the suspect Zero, no, patient Zero.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not watched Resident Evil, whatever. They decided that that scene was so good, so they basically recreate that scene, and they have like they're in an umbrella simulation city, so you get to like.
Which movie is the one where she
Jump
throws
through.
the knives at the screen, and it's like
Throws
3D?
knives at the screen. That's probably the one before this one.
Oh, okay. So that's the one with where she's cloned, right?
I have no idea.
So there's no clone in this one?
There's no clones now.
And how does it end?
It ends with her getting reinfected because she decided it was a good idea to trust the guy who infected her in the first place.
So there's gonna be another one?
Oh yeah, they're in a fortress surrounded by a million zombies and like mutalisc zombies, and the entire like gang is assembled.
A gang?
Like every Resident Evil character ever kind of shows up.
Like I can't even think of another one.
I don't know the names. I'm gonna be like offending the fans if they are fans of this. I think there might be, but the Asian girl, something Wong, Anna something.
Julie Wong.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Well, red dress, very cute. That's about as much as I remember her. And then all the other characters that kind of like were dead or not used just show up.
And there's gonna be, what's the next one gonna be? What's this one called again? Resident Evil something? They usually have like Resident Evil colon and then a word. And then the next one, there's gonna be a sequel.
Yeah.
You're gonna go see that one too.
I mean, I've seen everyone so far.
You saw it in Korea?
Yeah, I saw it.
What are the ticket prices like there?
Wow, you really need to know that. I have no idea. Probably paid like $10 or something. I don't know. I think Dario paid. So I have no idea.
And what's the movie experience? Is it the same as in the United States or in Sweden?
I mean, it depends on where you watch it. They have like cinemas with like couple seats and stuff. I don't know. I don't.
Do they serve like kimchi at like the desks and stuff?
No, that's the same.
Is it popcorn? Popcorn?
It's popcorn for sure. They have all the usual stuff. Then they have like cheese / garlic popcorn and stuff like that. I don't know. I've never had that before. Probably normal. But the zombie scene in Tokyo with the rain falling down. When we were watching, I don't think it was Resident Evil. We watched another movie. I don't remember what. Don't ask me. We were going home. It's like 2 a.m. We've been drinking. Everyone's been drinking. It's Friday night.
Maybe I can guess what movie it is. What happened in it?
I don't remember. It was like 2 months ago. I have no idea what movie we watched. I have no idea.
And you watched the movie on the plane?
You're so horrible.
What?
Interrupting me like this.
Sorry.
Well, anyway. So anyone who's watched Resident Evil will know the scene I'm talking about. In the rain, everybody, she's just standing there, everybody gets bitten. Anyway, so we're going home. It's 2 a.m. Taxis are all going the wrong way. There's like 500 people in the streets. And there's this one super drunk guy. Rain is pouring down. He's standing like bent over. For like 5 minutes, he's just standing and swaying, bent over like this. I was so scared that this was like zombie outbreak coming into Korea. I'm not kidding. It looked exactly like that scene.
So you were scared because you watched a zombie movie, then right after you saw someone that looked like a zombie and you were like, fuck.
That movie was like way later. It just brought that scene to mind like very vividly. It was like exactly the same.
But I feel like if there was a zombie outbreak in real life, we would be able to handle it really well because we have all this pop culture that teaches us how to do it, right?
Yeah, but it's like such a niche culture. Not enough people are reading it. We need to like
Are you kidding me? Everyone knows about zombies.
Yeah, but we need to make like World War Z we get to like third or second grade, you have to read
World War Z is going to be a movie. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I did not see the trailer. I saw like 5 seconds of it. But
looks nothing like the book.
Yeah, I heard. You heard that it's horrible. That's why we need to make the book part of the curriculum.
You need to make, yeah, exactly.
See? So if we did that, then maybe we'd be prepared. But as it is, we're like woefully inadequately prepared. That was like a double. Anyway, we're not prepared. We're not ready.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of got off topic a little bit there, but
it was a topic.
yeah, just about your life, how things are going. Are you still single?
I'm sadly single. Yeah.
Oh, so you're looking.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to find people in Korea in this interview. Sadly.
Well, why don't you say you're taking some Korean classes now, right?
No.
You're going to though.
I would like to. I'd like to check out Jonse's Korean classes. They seem really good.
Do they have online dating in Korea?
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. No, I know they do.
What's it called? K-date? Is it called K-date?
I don't think so. Is it? Isn't that the one that's always on the Team Liquid ads? No, is that Korean Cupid? I know there's like one that's always on top of the Team Liquid
I just
banner.
made that up.
But there's a J-date, right? So there has to be
for
a
Jewish
K-date.
people.
It's not a Japanese. I always thought that would be Japanese.
No, I think it's Jewish people.
Well, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Japanese, so I've never like had occasion to check out the J-date, but there probably is a K-date too. It wouldn't surprise me. There's definitely a Korean Cupid because I see that all the time on Team Liquid.
But you need to know Korean to date them.
There are non-Koreans in Korea, but yeah, knowing Korean would be nice.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you go to
like,
Korea and then date a non-Korean? That's like...
I know, it's like going to Germany to drink US beer or something.
That's a good analogy, yeah.
I don't know. But, for me personally, I couldn't date someone I couldn't speak to. Like, I want to be able to have conversations.
You have to be able to communicate with them. Check, number one.
Yeah, that's like...
Ladies out there who are trying to date Jinro.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much like my checklist. I want to be able to communicate.
One, communication.
And that's it.
Don't be fat.
That would be good. I would appreciate that. But after like the communication
helping you out.
thing, it's like a person-to-person basis. That's just the only rule is I want to be able to like say more than hi to you. That would be good.
So, ladies, email Jinro at...
No, don't email me.
Do you still have a Team Liquid Pro email?
No, I think it got switched to C or someone. Because there was like a limited number of names for that host.
So what, your Twitter?
My Twitter. But, I mean, surprisingly, I'm still gaining followers. It's the same as always, at Liquid Jinro.
What's your follower count at?
Like 17,900 and something.
Wow.
I mean...
You know the exact number.
Yeah, because
check it like every minute.
Almost to 1,800
Refresh
now.
that stuff.
Every day. If only I had like...
Send Jinro a tweet. If you can communicate with him, he might date you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to be female too. I forgot to mention that part. I'm going to get...
Female.
Notifications otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Any big plans in the future, near future, you want to let anyone know about?
I have nothing.
Just chilling?
I have nothing. Yeah, this is just vacation.
You going to go to any other events other than this one?
We'll see. It's going to like...
You going to go to Nassau?
No,
next week?
No, that's way too close. My ticket's already booked to Korea. It's like events will largely depend on if I'm like, oh, I want to visit family or oh, I need to like, I don't know, need to do something in some country, then I'll come. But other than that, with the exception of Vegas, which I might actually come to just for the fun of it, I'm probably not going to be at any like European events or anything.
Okay, well, it was nice seeing you. I'm happy to get to interview you. And keep us updated with your life.
All right, I will. Thank you.